guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to day 3 of Vlogmas, where today we are going to talk about my top 10 favorite Christmas movies, because I like to call myself a movie fanatic. I watch a lot of movies, and Christmas is my favorite time of the year, and I had so many movies to choose from, but I narrowed it down to 10, and so this list is going to start from my least favorite to my most favorite, and here we go. All right, so number 10, Christmas with the Cranks, starring Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis. And the basics of this movie is that a family decides that they're not going to celebrate Christmas this year. They're going to go away on a holiday, since their daughter will be unable to come home for Christmas, until plans kind of suddenly change and she announces that she is coming home for Christmas. And now the husband and wife have very little time to put together the traditional party that she's expecting to find when she gets home. So number 9, Deck the Halls, starring Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick. So this movie is essentially all about a Christmas decoration neighborhood face-off type thing. So one neighbor really wants his house to be seen from outer space, and the other neighbor isn't really having it. So he decides to retort in the best way that he knows how, by competing. I mean, who doesn't love a little Ferris Bueller for their Christmas, right? Number 8, Christmas Shoes, starring Rob Lowe. And basically this movie follows the stories of a little boy who is trying to find the perfect pair of shoes for his dying mother, and a man who is trying to deal with his recent divorce, and how their story kind of intertwines. Very good movie, but I warn you to bring a Kleenex box if you plan on watching this one. Hey, number 7, Santa Claus Trilogy. So these stories follow an accident which forces Tim Allen's character to becoming the new Santa Claus. And the movies just kind of follow his journey. So the first one's him becoming Santa Claus and how it affects his family. The second one is finding out that Santa needs to be married or he will lose his title. And the third one is the invasion of Jack Frost, who is played by Martin Short. And Martin Short is hilarious, and especially when he's next to Tim Allen. So if you haven't seen those movies, I highly recommend them, because they are actually really good, because Tim Allen is just hilarious. I love Tim Allen. Number 6, Holiday in Handcuffs. It's actually a Hallmark movie, so it's like a TV movie, but it's starring Melissa Joan Hart, who I absolutely love. If you've never seen her in Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Melissa and Joey, she's a very popular actress. So this movie is about a actress who is also an artist, and she decides that this year she doesn't want to be the black sheep in her family, so she is going to kidnap a handsome customer from the restaurant and hold him hostage so that he can play her date and meet her parents at Christmas. Hi, hello, it's me, and welcome to the giveaway zone, where I'm going to tell you what you have to do in order to be entered to win an Amazon gift card today. So what you have to do is start off by putting your country. And the reason we are doing this is because I have not purchased the gift card yet, because I've realized recently that my subscribers are pretty much split down the middle between US and Canada. And then there's a couple from like the UK and Australia, which is like really cool, to be honest. But regardless, I want to make sure that if you end up winning, that the gift card that you receive will correspond to the country that you're living in, so that you're not getting screwed over by the currency differences and whatnot. So first and foremost, please put your country in the comment, and then simple and kind of expected. Today, I just want you to tell me what your favorite Christmas movie is. So yeah, all you have to do, again, leave your country and then your answer to what your favorite Christmas movie is. And then on the 6th of December, a video will go live where I am choosing the 5 winners for the 5 days of giveaways. Well, the first and second day were pop-up codes, so hopefully the people who won those left in the comments that they won them. But the third, fourth, and fifth will be given away just like this. They'll all be entered the exact same way. And yes, you can enter for all 3 or all 5 days if you wish. But you can only win once. Unfortunately, just to keep it fair, you can enter for all 5 days, but you'll only win once. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys get back onto the video, so bye. All right, so number 5, The Grinch, starring Jim Carrey. So this movie follows the classic tale by Dr. Seuss that follows a boy who looks a little different, and due to so, his entire town that he grew up in has basically made him feel like an outsider. So he moved to the outskirts of town, and he's now plotted that he is going to do everything in his power to destroy Christmas for everyone. And basically it's his idea of how to get back at the people who made him into the resentful outsider that he is. Number 4, Home Alone 1, 2, and 3. So the first 2 follow the tale of little Kevin McAllister, played by Macaulay Culkin, who in the first movie, his parents are going to Paris and he kind of gets left behind to deal with the not yet discovered shenanigans that were going to be happening in the city. And then the second one follows little Kevin McAllister once again, but this time he doesn't get left at home. He doesn't get left anywhere. In fact, he just accidentally boards the wrong plane. So while his family goes to Florida, he ends up in New York City. Pretty scary place for a 10-year-old. And then the third one follows a little boy named Alex who is home with the chicken pox. And while he is home by himself, home alone, of course, he too starts experiencing or witnessing some shenanigans in his neighborhood. And since no one will believe him, he takes matters into his own hands and tries to solve the issues all on his own. So number 3, A Christmas Story, which follows a little boy named Ralphie who, you know, deals with bullies, his mean dad, swearing at school, oh yeah, did I mention that he wants a gun for Christmas? Number 2, I'll Be Home for Christmas, starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Jessica Biel. So this story follows a college boy who decides this year he's just going to blow his family off for Christmas. He's going to just hang out at the school and, you know, all will be good and fine and dandy. But then his father calls and makes him an offer he just cannot refuse. And therefore, he ends up on the journey trying to get home for Christmas. But then, of course, karma has to catch up with him because no one can just ditch Christmas and not pay for it. So karma catches him and ends up making his travels home a little more difficult. All right, and number 1, Jack Frost, starring Michael Keaton and Kelly Preston. Before I even get into this, I will say I'm not excited to watch this movie this year just because it's going to be a lot different watching it now that Kelly Preston has passed away. But yes, so this movie is about a musician who passes away and leaves his young boy behind. And then through the magic of Christmas, father and son are brought together once more. It's an absolutely beautiful movie, and I find it very relatable since my own father passed away around Christmas, and he and I actually used to watch that movie together, so it's definitely one of my favorites. And like I said, it's going to be a lot different watching it this year since Kelly Preston has passed away earlier this year. But I will watch it anyways because it is actually my favorite Christmas movie. 100% out of everything I've ever seen. It is my absolute favorite. And I'd like to throw an honorable mention in for the movie from 1985, One Magic Christmas, which was actually filmed in my hometown in Owen Sound in Meaford, Ontario, Canada, which is pretty cool to know. And I don't know how true it is, but my dad did once tell me my aunt was actually in the last version of the movie before they did the final cuts. So I guess that her scene didn't quite make the big air, but it was pretty close, which is pretty cool to know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to leave in the comments your favorite Christmas movie and the country that you live in, because I want to make sure that the gift card, if you win, will be corresponding to the country that you live in. That way you don't end up unable to use what you win, because there's absolutely no fun in that for anybody. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!